My name's Sandra Amaro. I work at Pfizer. My role at Pfizer is the Global Clinical Trial Diversity Team Lead, and I head up clinical trial diversity. So within my role here at Pfizer, I am the Global Clinical Trial Diversity Team Lead. Responsibilities that I have in this role are overseeing a group of individuals that work to enable and support our clinical teams in the effort to increase equity and inclusion in the clinical trials that we conduct here at Pfizer. The importance of clinical trial diversity and equity and representation in our clinical trials is key and critical in ensuring that our medicines and our vaccines are safe and effective for everyone. So in 2020 and 2021, there's been a heightened focus on clinical trial diversity and equity and inclusion in clinical research. And I think part of that is the disproportionate impact that COVID-19 has placed on our communities of color. The way that I think of this is that we need to first start with gaining integrity, right? So integrity builds trust. So integrity is ensuring that we show up always, and that there's always going to be a Pfizer presence, regardless of a clinical trial that we need to recruit for. So we need to stay committed, and it's a long-term investment. This is not an investment we make in 2020 or 2021. This is an investment that is long-standing, and we have to stay in place and be present. To me, that's credibility. We're building integrity and credibility in these communities. Eventually, that can shift to trust. But right now, we know we're not the trusted voice. So we need to partner with those trusted voices. And again, that's advocacy partners, multicultural stakeholders, making sure that they're aimed with information that they can help share and disseminate to the communities that they represent. But it also, for us, is a listening tour. We want to hear from these communities and the people that represent the communities as to what the people need. What do they need? And how do we get there, right? So a lot of what we do here at Pfizer is listen. And one thing that we really are trying to shift is how do we take those insights and apply them to the work that we do, and then come full circle, because we then have to have this loop back to share what we've done. So we've heard you, and we know that these are considerations or these are barriers. And these are the things that we can really work on. And these are things that are going to take us longer. So we need a feedback loop. And we really, over the course of 2020 and 2021, really are taking time to really invest in those listening sessions and finding out ways that we can take those insights and apply them to action. And so I think about what we're doing as a movement, right? This is a movement that we're creating, and it's not just a moment that we're in because of what we've seen with COVID-19. So this is my 17th year at Pfizer, and many of my years, I feel like I've grown up here at Pfizer. I feel like my third degree is Pfizer University, and I stepped into the role of clinical trial diversity back in 2018. And at the time, I was really looking for an opportunity to feel more connected to the patient and the patient voice, and how I could actually see direct impact of the work that I was doing here at Pfizer to communities. I didn't recognize the mountain that we were going to need to climb to really make an impact. But the most rewarding years of my career here at Pfizer have been since 2018. And the work that we are continuing to do to advance equity and inclusion. I married into a very large and amazing Dominican family. So my husband is Dominican. He was born in Dominican Republic, and he moved to the United States when he was very young. So I consider myself Hispanic by marriage. I am Dominican by marriage, and I'm raising 2 Dominican children. So for me, this work has touched so much on my professional growth and how I can be connected to our patients and really see the impact that we can make in a patient's life. But it tugs at my heartstrings because of the connection I have with my family, and wanting to make sure that my family and folks like my family are always included in the conversation.